few advertisements, Harold's Chicken, we hiring, doing a few different things. You on the block, you with the knowledge, the wisdom. We want to share with you because we care about you. Sharing is caring. And we feed you food for thought. So we know you're big enough. You eat all day. Let's see, can you eat some of this knowledge? Fatten up your skull. Get your head together. Get some unity in your confidence. Along with the cleaners on 75th and Prairie. What's the name of the cleaners? Parish Cleaners? Yes, that's the cleaners that we advertise, the sponsors, the show. A couple of other sponsors we have, Robert House Inc., Chance to Change, give yourself a chance and the Creator change you. Triple R Security. These are just a few shout outs just to let you know that we're on the planet, we're moving around, we try to help youth get jobs. We don't just have a youth problem, we have an adult problem. Because the children don't just do what you say, they do what you do. And if you're an adult and you're not showing them the right way, you want to be a leader, but where you leading us to? Everybody want to be big eyes and little U's. Ain't none of that. You breathe the same air. You breathe 750 breaths an hour, 41 to 4,700 breaths a day. So you actually breathe each other's air. So you know what you're breathing and how you're breathing. Clean air is one thing. Drinking stagnated water is another. The alkaline water cleans your body, cleans your soul. All the buildings built downtown got alkaline systems in them. But have you researched that? Did you know that? Did you know when you drink water out the plastic bottle, it's stagnated? That's why your immune system don't work right. They know what they feed you. They know what you're drinking. They know what you're doing. They've been putting lead in water since 5 BC. Don't listen to nothing I say. Go do your research. When you find it, then you come back and deal with yourself. They just overdosed the people in Michigan, so don't be angry at them. We should know the system. This is how the system works. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But now the funeral parlors are rich. Where did they get that from? Now it's a fashion show. 10,000 to bury you, 10,000 for the repast, 10,000 for the fashion show. You got it 30,000 before you get out the bed. We ain't got no common sense here. Yes, sir. And just as I was introduced on Truth Radio on the Brothers Show, the brothers on the show with me, because brothers gonna work this out. Yeah, I do a lot of R&B preaching and rapping and tuning in where you understand. Me and him was just talking about Wake Up Everybody, Harold Melvin and Blue Notes, the most prolific album I ever wrote. Stevie Wonder wrote The Keys of Life, the most prolific album ever been assembled or put together. Ask yourself, have Stevie ever had sight without playing mind games? No, he haven't. So it's not your eyes that's blind, it's your heart. If your heart is blind, then you have nothing to rebound on or lean back on. See, Stevie could pay, he got enough money to pay to see this. He want to see this mess we going through. And we should take a lighter ride on ourselves by going through it. But without further ado, we're going to hear from our brother here. Would you give us some of the information you was giving us over the last show?
Because we just tapping in.
Yes, sir. This is a tap-in situation.
And once again, you say affirmation, confirmation.
Yes, sir.
But I'm in this fight. Ray.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm in this fight, and
we
a lot of us want to know. Yes, we in it to win it. You know what I mean? And I heard that the battle was already won.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So I don't know, but I know that proper preparation.
Very poor performance.
Yes.
Yes,
and it does, allow us to have insight on what's going on, because a lot of us, we sleep at the wheel. You know what I mean? A lot of us is head to head with gasoline draws.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Fighting for the best seat.
Yes, sir.
Should you say, or whatnot, you know what I mean? So, I'm AMG Peace God, King Shalom Israel. Blessed to be on the platform with Mr. Red Ross. It's the big payback. You already know what it is. Go ahead.
It's blessed to be here. One hand wash the other.
Yes.
So we've been washing hands today. I hope you're paying attention. And life is about paying attention. You got to pay attention. That's why in all military defense lines and roll call in the police station, they say attention. Everybody stand at attention. And you must pay attention. When I say pay attention, pay with your life or you pay with your time. The reason we can't protect our women and children in our community is because it's not at attention.
And it's over 70,000.
Yes, sir.
Black American women.
Yeah, who talks about it other than me and you just mentioned it on the show? None of your Right? Why should that be quiet and we losing our sisters, our queens? That forms our nation. A nation can't raise no higher than this woman. So watch how you talk to your woman.
It's the bloodline.
How do they know and we don't know? We disrespect our women in any step or any clause, and they like that. And we seem to like it because we don't know any better. If you don't put B in your record, dog, Negro, or this, or kill, your record don't get played. We've been playing, understand. There's no statute on rape. There's no statute on murder. There's no statute on kidnapping, right? So why we don't have nobody in the world court? Okay, I just want that feature a little food for thought. Since all, yes. Who's gonna bring up the charges? See how they got you confused? That's why I don't eat corn flakes. Because I don't like being confused. Common sense. That's how we did. It's good to be able to talk to the generals and lieutenants of the earth because we understand each other and we complement each other's conversation. There's no one smarter than the next guy. If you're smarter than share with me, so I'll be smart as you.
I ain't shopping on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and that's exactly what we doing on the Big Back today.
Yes, sir.
So I want you to tune in, Ross, because you did just reflect on the way we treat our women. And I gotta ask you, as an elder man, how have we been taught, or who has taught us, to treat and love our women? And
That's how us to leave the house. I understand what you mean because the movie Geraldine shows that when it was giving the women aid and food stamps, they didn't want the man in the house. There was a reason for that. You got to understand the pandemic and the pandemic. Pan is one thing, plan is another. Planned Parenthood is only to demoralize your culture of people. We don't even know what hit us. We still rocking and reeling. We drunk. When you said driving while drunk, no, we driving while black. Wow. It's a disorder.
Driving while black. It's a disorder.
Yes, sir. We disconnected, like dis-ease. Dis-ease. Your body is a dis and it's uneasy.
Well, we stopped to be crayons.
Yeah.
We stopped being crayons.
Yes, sir.
We can wake up from the artificial and get into the reality.
Yes, sir.
Of what's going on, what's taking place with us. And of course our women, once again, our women as well as our men. Ross, we as young as we killing each other by the rapid amounts. Life is nothing. It's like a cup of water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, life is just being poured out.
Well, the sacrifice has been made, but it came from the beginning. I think Ken can tell you about when they had looked for Moses. They said, "Kill all the boy children." How did we forget that?
Seafood.
Yeah, how did we forget that?
Kill all the boy children.
Yeah. So the males is the one holding the tail up. So if you kill all the males and you let them kill themselves, in order to trick them, you can beat them. How many times we've been tricked out of speaking somebody else's language? If you trick them, you can beat them. Why do you think they've been beating us? Because they've been tricking us. We think we smarter than them. They made the game. You just a lame. You trying to catch up. You still in the mustard. If we don't reach for each other, how can we teach for each other? If I'm taking selfies, I don't want to be next to you when I'm taking a selfie. It's for me. Selfish, selfless. You have no self. Your soul is gone. You sold it for the gold. And the silver they talking about, the guy got the 30 pieces for Jesus, that was aluminum foil. Be kidding me, you spend it. How you gonna stay sucker free in a land full of lollipops? Somebody gonna lick you.
That's my favorite line.
Common sense words that you be using, we don't pay any attention to. The word family is F-A-M-I-L-Y. Father and mother, I love you. Common sense words. Yes, sir. Reverse it and go to D-E-N-I-A-L. Didn't even know I am lying. Words are powerful. You spell the word live, what is spelled backwards?
Evil.
You don't want to live evil. Common sense they put right in your face. That's why book. Now it's on the computer. They took it even higher.
I mean, now you just put it to scope, who they say, the God of this world is, and you can really see through the verbiage that they give us, who the God of this world actually is.
Yes, sir.
Like you said, it's the drill,
Yes,
drill
sir.
still, keep us in a sleep state of mind.
Yes, sir.
You
And
know?
that's Satan's job. Kill, steal, and destroy. And we killing each other. And we destroying our culture. Kill, steal, and destroy. He destroy your identity. You know what identity theft is? When you call a child a kid is a female goat, the most hard-headed animal in the world. You never see them on commercials or in the circus. So why would you call a child a kid? They rob you of your rights when you're born. Yeah, we just keep it simple, man. You give me something, I give you something. One hand wash the other, you create wash them both. We get you highfalutin. That's why I say in the book, the word went first. The word did go first, but the thought was the cause of it all. If I make the same check you do, and I buy a new car, and you do it's because I want to do a car. You don't hate me, you match up the car. Well, we lost in the sauce. And I ain't coming out. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, we are the game. We brought it here. Now we act like we forgot who sit on the clock, who put the dots on the dominoes. We quick with amnesia. Yeah, we lose ourselves right in the sauce with this stuff. Instead of packing in and getting out. We act like we don't know what's going on sometimes when we know everything that's going on.
What can we do to unify, Fred?
That's the solution.
What can we do to
Because we all know the problem. What you asked me is about the solution. And that's working together, working with each other, which we're trying to make hard to do, and it's really not. You could put 15 Spanish people in a house. At the end of the year, by the end of the block, they all each got a house. You put 2 women in the kitchen, culture women like us, and they fight and call each other bees. How's that? How do everybody have a flag but us? Marcus Garvey gave us a flag, but we didn't represent.
Crayons. You're too busy playing crayons.
Okay. So you know what I'm saying.
And we actually have a flag. Nationality, don't Mexico got a flag?
Yeah.
Or China got a flag?
Yes.
So why can't we have a flag?
Yeah. And you know they don't know how important the flag is.
But they'll tell us our flag is the American flag.
That's what they'll tell
ahead,
them.
Ross.
They won't tell us that. Me and you know better.
Go ahead.
Stop pressing in the moon. But at the same token, you know that if you didn't think about it, think about this. When they supposed to landed on Plymouth Rock, or Plymouth Rock landed on us, what did they put up there to scare for them to know that they landed? Didn't they use a stick with a white piece of paper with a little cloth on it? That was their flag, wasn't it? We didn't know how important that was till I just mentioned it, right? Except the people that researched and studied it.
Say, we're going to stake our claim
There you go.
in your state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this is the big payback, right?
Yes, sir.
So, you know what I mean?
They all squatters, sir.
They all squatters. They tell us the adverse possession.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Came in the land and, you know what I mean, adversely possessed our states.
Who was treated worse than us that was here first with us as original, which is first? That's all that word means.
Yes. And, I mean, you know, I believe the European.
When the Indians, when you was cheering for the cowboys to kill the Indians, you was only cheering for them to kill you, because you were the Indian. When they say a pale face talk out of both sides of his mouth, that's what forked tongue means. Talking out of both sides of your mouth. Those people was under siege, you remember? Gave the liquor in New York, bought New York home for $3,000. Said it's firewater. Don't sell it to them. We gave it to them and then beat them out the land. No more firewater. But look now, they got casinos, they got their compensation, they got their, what they call it,
Reserves?
No, what they call it, Ken, when black people want what?
Reparations?
They got their reparation fund.
Yeah.
So why we don't have ours? Because of the ununified things with each other that you're talking about. I go in the room
Big
and talk.
payback.
I go in the room and talk to you about the side door with a brown bag, then you stand in the front, you still protesting, we ain't got nothing coming. I ain't gonna call no names, but we know who they are.
Message.
Yeah. I mean, it's time out for name calling. Let's put the two and two together. Let's put our minds together. Together we stand, divided we fall. Do you know we a whole volcano and a tornado all by ourselves? The Creator said, I will warn you by my weather and through the wise words of a woman. We ain't paying no attention.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Yes, sir. Them tornadoes, hurricanes, and volcanoes. Oh yeah, gotta pay attention. He's shaking his planet. What happened in Syria and Turkey?
Shaking the planet. Yeah. Go ahead.
If anybody had a shaking coming, it's this place here. So don't think you've escaped.
Is that Babylon the Great?
Man, you see, you know you sharp.
Is that Babylon the Great? Let me tell. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know Babylon ain't going nowhere.
Nephew. That's why you on the show. That's why we on the show together.
I know.
So we giving it to them like what they looking for. If you're looking for it, you'll find it. Seek is find, and find is seek.
Sight beyond sight.
Yes, sir.
And giving them the insight of the earth, wind, and fire. You saying that we're like the concept that they gave us, Captain Planet.
Yes, sir.
You're looking at we are that concept to move the earth, the wind, and fire.
Yes, sir.
With that
And all we have to do is just come together. We act like that's so hard. You ask a person and say, now if I came in here and you weren't a conscious person, and you say I don't like Ken, and I ask you why, I just don't like him. You don't even have a reason. That happens in the street. We only use it as an example because we don't even know what we're saying or doing. How you don't like somebody? If you don't like another brother, you don't like yourself. What made you spill over into their business only means that you don't have any.